welcome to another episode of Curtain Call Conversations. I'm here today with Kiran Landa, who is currently in the production of Marriage Material at the Lyric Hammersmith Theatre. It's heading to Birmingham next week as well.
Mhm.
How are you today?
I'm really good, thank you. The sun is shining. It's our final week at the Lyric, so a bit sad about that, but excited to go to Birmingham. And
Yes.
yeah, really
Yeah.
good, thank you.
Yeah, we can't wait to have you in Birmingham at the REP Theatre, which is a wonderful place to be. You're there from Wednesday of next week. So let's talk about the show, about Marriage Material. You play Cameljit, so let's hear all about your character and the show itself.
Okay, so Marriage Material follows three generations of the Baines family, and they are a Sikh Punjabi family who have emigrated from the Punjab to Wolverhampton. So the play is set in Wolverhampton, which is
Ah,
really exciting. That's why we're all so excited to go to the West Midlands.
yeah.
So yeah, the whole thing takes place in Wolverhampton. And yeah, you meet them in the late 1960s, and then you follow this family and the people who are closest to them to the present day. And my character, Kamaljeet, you meet in the 60s, and she's a young girl. She's got lots of dreams of her own and a few forbidden desires. And she has a younger sister, Surinder, who's played by Anushka Deshmukh, and she's kind of the more wild one.
Yeah.
And you see what happens with these two sisters. There's some big choices that they have to make, things that are thrust upon them, and you follow what happens in their lives. And yeah, all the chaos, the joy, the love, the whole journey of it. And it's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. I mean, set in Wolverhampton, so can we expect some authentic Wolverhampton accents from any of you?
I Yes. I was going to I'll let you work
Great,
that
I
one out.
can't wait.
No, absolutely. I mean, we had a wonderful dialect coach, Gurgiran Kaur, who I've worked with a few times. She's absolutely brilliant. I think a lot of us did a lot of research really to
Yeah.
make sure that we get it right. I'm someone who loves accessing a character through voice. I
Mm,
really find when you get the voice of a character, it unlocks a lot for me as an actor.
yeah.
So nailing my Wolverhampton accent was really important. And
Yeah, it's
yeah,
quite the accent. Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I
I love
really
it.
enjoyed it. A lot of people have said when I've left them voice notes, they were like, "Are you doing a Wolves accent now?" And I don't even realise I'm doing it.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, I work in Wolverhampton, so for me, yeah, it's a voice that I hear often,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. So the Lyric Hammersmith Theatre has been your home for the past few weeks. So how have the audiences reacted to the show?
My gosh, it's been an absolute dream.
Yeah.
Really phenomenal. I have to say they have been just the best audiences ever. I actually met two sisters who had come from Wolverhampton
Oh, wow.
to London to watch our show. But yeah, the audiences have been amazing. They are laughing, crying, gasping, audibly shouting things,
Yeah.
sighing. You like all of the vocals that could go along with reactions that they've got them, and just the amount of people that have come up to me after the show who have really enjoyed it and also really seen themselves.
Mm,
You know, there's a lot of South Asians who don't see the representation that they'd like as much.
yeah.
And this is a story that you can see your grandparents' journey, your parents' journey, what you're facing now. And it really gives you that appreciation. I think a lot of people have talked about how it's just grown their understanding of their loved ones, of people around them, of what generations have had to go through before.
Yeah.
And it's the reactions have been phenomenal. So I'm so excited to take it to Birmingham. I think it's going to be potentially even bigger and better.
Absolutely amazing.
Really fantastic.
Spectacular.
Emotional.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
I'm a big fan of the book. I think Satnam Sangera is an amazing author, and the way they adapted that for stage was incredible.
10 out of 10. I'm absolutely recommending it to everyone.
Honestly, very heartfelt and extremely funny. They made really poignant points in such a light and funny way.
When something can make you laugh and then cry 2 minutes later, you know that it's a pretty good show.
The atmosphere tonight has been incredible.
Oh my gosh, the audience were with it. There wasn't one person in the audience that wasn't completely enwrapped.
I thought it was a great fusion of cultures.
It kind of made people who are of a different generation more aware of what was happening perhaps in their grandparents' time.
But it resonated emotionally. A lot of British Asian women's journey was there.
The way that they've represented our culture is incredible.
This has a great heartwarming quality.
It's about hope. And today, if anything, we need hope.
That really resonated with me. That sense of responsibility that comes with being first or second generation and wanting to live up to your parents and your grandparents' legacy.
It was funny, it was poignant, it was emotional, and 5 stars, loved it. Incredible.
Please come and see it. It's a mesmerizing play.
Good, great, fantastic theatre can be hard to come by. So do not miss this.
So come and see it, everybody, if you want to have a heartfelt and a feel-good night out.
You must go watch it right now.
There is nothing better than good, authentic theatre, and if that's a reason to go, that's your reason right there.
So apart from obviously visiting the beautiful Birmingham REP Theatre, what else are you excited about seeing in our fair city?
Well, there's a lot of things, but I would say one of the things I'm really looking forward to is trying out the food. But the
Yes.
food in Birmingham, brilliant. And also, I love shopping in Birmingham, so
Well, it's definitely the place.
yeah. But I'm sure there's going to be loads to do. We're obviously going to be super busy with shows, but
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
it's a beautiful city. It's a big city. There's loads to offer, so we'll get stuck in. I'm sure if anyone's got any recommendations, we'll take them up.
Yeah, 100%. So going back to sort of the start of the process for marriage material, I mean, what's it like for you as an actor to get a script and to see your character sort of just written down? I mean, do you have an idea of how you're going to portray her instantly, or is it something that you work on throughout the weeks of rehearsal?
I mean, both. I'd say I'm a very instinctive actor. That's probably one of my strengths, is I do like to go off of my own instincts and go straight in with something. I actually had read the novel before, so I'd had an idea about Kamaljeet and this whole family from before I'd even read the script. And then when I got the script, it was amazing what Gurpreet had done. So, Satnam Sangera wrote the novel Marriage Material, and then Gurpreet Kaur Bhatti adapted it for the stage. And it's actually very different in a lot of ways. She really focused on the story of the sisters, and that my character gets fleshed out in a way. Her writing is so phenomenal that a lot of the work was done for me. I'll have to say that. It
Yeah.
was just, but yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but I really connected with this character. I mean, I'm a Sikh myself. I'm Sikh Punjabi.
Yeah.
I know all of these characters in this play. I recognize all of them, and with my character in particular, I just got her. I really understood her. Even though I play her at so many different ages, even an age that's older than my own now, I still can relate to her. I understand what it is that she's grappling with, and and she's funny. I've got some absolutely killer lines in this show that people are receiving really well.
Good. Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, we'll touch on it in a bit, but you've done quite a lot of sort of television work. So, what's the difference for you to, television work to theatre work? Obviously, the live aspect is, the number one. But what is it that you find? I don't know whether you find it better, different. I don't know. What's your thoughts on sort of TV and theatre?
It's very different. I mean, There is nothing quite, you're right, there's nothing quite like having
Mm,
a live audience. It
yeah,
is sensational. I think we're also in an age where everything is recorded all the time. There's photo, everyone's got a camera on their
yeah.
phones. You know, there's not many moments that are just in the moment.
Mm,
And I think that's the beauty of theatre, that
yeah,
right now you can just go and what you see on one night might be completely different to the next night, but
yeah,
you got something completely individual and special, really
yeah.
unique. So it is really unique and special in that sense. But I think for me, one of the beautiful things, especially with this show, is it's linear in its
Mm,
structure. So I get to be a young girl and chart her growth
yeah,
in sort of real time in the world of theatre.
yeah.
But that's really beautiful. Sometimes you can be filming and you might be doing the last scene of a film, and that's
Mm,
your first day of shooting, and then you
yeah,
kind of everything's all jumbled about because of locations, etc.
that's it.
And they're just different, but I think especially in this play, the audience is almost like the missing character, like the
Mm,
hidden character even. They
yeah,
play such a role and we bounce off of the audience. They get a lot from us. It's almost like a conversation,
yeah,
even
yeah.
though, yeah, I can't quite explain it. I wish I could, but it's magic. It really is. I love it so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the energy you must get off the audience reaction as an actor must be, something quite special, I would think.
Yeah, unbelievably. And I think I really discovered that in previews when we had our first few shows here. Just, you're in the rehearsal room, it's
Yeah.
just your very small company and the
Mm,
creatives, and you don't really know how an audience is going to receive
yeah.
it. And then those first few shows, I think we were all sort of like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's
They
going
love
well.
it. It's brilliant. They're laughing, they're crying.
Yeah.
It's such an epic show. There's fights in there, there's dancing, there's humor, there's tragedy. You get your money's worth for your
Yeah.
tickets.
Absolutely fantastic. It sounds it. I mean, what are the nerves like for you? I mean, you're a seasoned
Oh.
performer and actor, so I don't know whether it gets any easier for you. So what was opening night like for you
It
with the nerves?
definitely doesn't on the first few nights. Yeah, gosh, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's also kind of the joy of it. You
Yeah.
want to be nervous because it means you care.
Mm,
It's just about controlling that, and then you use those nerves to fuel your performance. So yeah, of course, you've always got a few nerves before every show because you just want to get it right. You want
mm,
the audience to have the experience that they deserve and that this show can deliver. So
yeah.
I think that's kind of where my nerves come from, is just making sure that, yeah, everyone really gets the best out of it.
Yeah. Did you have sort of a favorite scene in the show at all?
I do. I can't. How do I
Oh,
talk about
would it be a
without giving it
spoiler?
away? There is a scene in the second half that I think when you see it, you'll know, yeah, she's having the time of her life in that
Okay.
scene. Um, and it's a very complex scene. It's one where I've got some brilliantly funny lines, but I'm also dealing with a lot of emotion at the same time. And I think I really enjoy it because I'm constantly navigating that complexity of how much am I giving away, of how I'm really feeling. And
Yeah.
it's always it's something very special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we can't.
all I'll say, but
Yeah,
you'll
we will
have to
look
come
out
and
for it.
see it.
Yeah, we'll look out for it. I mean, it's sort of touching just very briefly on your television work. I mean, you've been in some pretty big shows, let's be honest. We've done Grace on ITV, which is a brilliant police drama. I
Yeah.
love it. You've been on Coronation Street, Ackley Bridge, Line of Duty. I mean, there's some big hitters here. What's it like
Mm.
sort of entering a show? Let's just pick out Coronation Street, for example. I mean, that just must be like a bit mad, really, going into that
Oh, I love
environment with all
doing
of those
Corrie.
stars.
I mean, it was so much fun. I think when something like Coronation Street, it's a whole institution. It's been
Yeah.
going so long. And it's always really exciting when you get to join a family like that. I
Yeah.
was so warmly received. Kasim, who played my husband in the show, he was great, just really
Yeah.
like got me settled and welcomed so quickly. It was just really special.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, Line of Duty, it was really
Yeah.
great to work with Vicky. And yeah, I've been very fortunate, I would say. I've been really lucky to have some really fantastic jobs and work with some brilliant people. Um, yeah, I have a film. We shot a film at the end of last year that will be out later this year, I think, hopefully. And that was I was co-lead with Thomas Turgoose, and he was just
Oh,
so much fun.
yeah.
Yeah, and just so it's great when you get to work with brilliant actors as well, people who you admire, and then
Yeah.
you learn off them. And yeah, it's just like I said, I'm very fortunate. I'm really grateful.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful to love your job, and clearly you do. So lastly, let's tell people why they should come to Birmingham Rep and come and see your show.
Oh my gosh, it's the show of the year. That's why.
Yeah.
You have to come and see Marriage Material because, like I said, you're going to go on a complete emotional journey. You'll learn a lot about the history, like that whole immigrant story. If
Mm,
you are anybody who shares that in any way, shape, or form, if you're someone who's felt the weight of generational expectation within your family, what your grandparents want compared to what your parents want, what you want to do with
yeah.
your life, like that story is told. You'll learn a lot about the South Asian diaspora. You're gonna just laugh. Oh my gosh, there are so many wonderfully comic scenes in this show that have people howl. I'm howling backstage, and I've heard the show a million times, and I'm still like, I'm just
Yeah.
laughing at everything. But you'll cry. Oh, you're gonna go through all of the emotions and just have the night of your life. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If I wasn't in this show, I would be watching it every night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will put on the next slide where people can grab their tickets from, but it's on from the 25th of June until the 5th of July at Birmingham Rep. So I wish you all the best, and obviously the rest of the cast with the rest of the run. I really hope it goes
Thank
well.
you. Oh, lovely to chat to you. Thank you
Yes,
so
and you,
much.
Kiran. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. Bye.
Okay.
What do you want? There must be something. Find someone special who thinks I'm special too. Are you actually ready to get married, Camildin? Actually married? It's not up to us. I wish it was.
My daughter wants to be a somebody. We will find you a somebody for you to marry.
But what about my life? My daughter is special, and this chance, this is what I want for her.
You are going to bring trouble into this house.
My dad came here because he needed to breathe, because he had an imagination. Thanks to him, the sun and the moon and the stars are at your fingertips.
Outside, these gore might spit at our faces, but inside these walls, we will be kings of England. And we will make this place our place.